Hello my dear students. Let us continue with the chapter that is the structured query language. In our previous video we have started with the data manipulation language commands. So whenever we need to change or update, okay, or select or insert, delete, okay, in making the changes in the database, then we have to go for the data manipulation language commands, that is insert, update and the delete command. So as we have discussed, insert is used to create the records. Okay, table will be created, but once after the table is created, we need to insert the records into it. That means we need to insert the values into the table. So in that case, we need to use a command known as insert. And if I want to make the changes to the contents of the table, understood, then I have to go for the update command. And if I want to delete the contents of the table and I want to retain the empty table for me, like student example, student, I have already created the table, okay, and I have already inserted the values also. Now for the time being, I don't want those all values. I want to completely delete those values and I just want the table to be retained. Then I have to go for the command known as delete. But if I want to create, if I want to entirely delete the data, the student table in the database, then I have to use the command known as the drop command. Okay, so let us move on to the examples like how to use insert, update and delete command. Now look into this slide. Now in our previous video I have shown how we have created an empty table known as the student with the field names as register number, name and combination. Now think that we have imagined that we have a empty table. I have to insert records into the table. Then I have to use a command known as insert. Okay, insert into, insert and into is again the keywords. It is a syntax. Understood? Insert into what table name? You have to give as specify here as a table name to be as student. So insert into student, and what here you inserting? Values. Okay, now first value, if you observe here, 1006, already some values I have already inserted here, like 1001 register number, about 1001, 2, 103, 104 and 105. So these records I have already inserted. Suppose if I want to insert a new record, then I have to specify for what is the new register number as 1006, comma should be specified. I hope you remember in the time of creating a table, each column, after column name we had specified the data type and then we have specified a comma, then second column we had mentioned. Similarly here also, whenever we are inserting values, firstly you need to mention the first column values you have to mention, that is 1006, comma, then specify the name. Remember, if the data type is of numeric data type, then you just need to specify the value. If the data type for the field name, we have used the varchar at the time of creating table. If my data type is of varchar, then I have to give it in the single quotes. By this, the SQL will understand this. This Raj is a varchar. Understood? It will understand this is a varchar data type and this is a number data type. Comma, again combination also had given as a varchar as a data type. Again give the combination into the single inverted comma and then close it, and each SQL query should end with the semicolon. So when you execute this query and press as enter, a new record will be created. Initially it will be empty only. Understood? So already I have created 5 records here. A new record if I am inserting, then I have to execute this command. Then you will be getting here as register number as 1006. I'll be getting here name as Raj, and here I'll be getting as PCMC. So this is how the insert command is used to insert the records into the table. Understood? Moving on to the next one, that is the update command. Now look here. Here by mistakenly I have given as 103. We know that update command is used to make the modify to the contents of the table or modifies the existing data within the table. Now here the register number is 103. It's already existing in my table. I do by mistakenly I have given here the value as 103, but actually it should be 1003 it should be. Then by using a command known as update, I can make the modification. So update what? my table name, that is student. Okay, update student. No, again this is also again a syntax. Update is a keyword. This is a table name. Then what I have to set is again a keyword. Okay, update student set. What you want to set, that is the column name you have to mention. What is my column name here? As register number. What you want to set it to, the new value I have to specify. What should be, it should set where? 1003 it should set. Where it should set it, that means whenever it tries to make the changes, it should find certain location. So at this location we have to make the changes. So for the reference I am giving where clause I am using. This is a where clause. It's again a keyword. Where name is equal to Rakesh. Understood? So again Rakesh is what its data type, it's varchar. That's why I have included in the single quote. Understood? So when I am using an update command, I have to specify update here, then the table name, then I have to use a keyword known as set, then register number is equal to 1003, and I have to give the reference to it where name is equal to Rakesh, and end it with the semicolon. When you do this, when you execute this particular query, automatically how it will go and make the changes is, first it will find register number. It should make the changes as 1003. But at what location? They have given the references name is equal to Rakesh. Then it will start searching. It is Rajesh. It will not. It is Suresh. No. It is Rakesh. And it will also check many other more Rakeshes are there. No, it's not there. So this is the only one. And then it will come to the field name known as register number. Then it will make as 1003. It will make the changes and it will give the message as row updated. Row updated. Like this message it will give. Once that message comes, means you have to understand that your table is being updated. Understood? Suppose one more consequences. One more student name is as Rakesh. Here also Rakesh is there, and third record is also Rakesh. First record is also Rakesh, and the third record is also Rakesh. And if you execute this query, same thing, register number, set it as 1003, where name is equal to Rakesh, means firstly it will find where all Rakesh is there. 2 times it found out it's Rakesh is there. Then it at the both the records, at the both the values it make changes. 1001 also will change to the 1003, and 103 also it makes its changes to the 103. So whenever you specify the condition, here I am specifying condition where name is equal to Rakesh, to this condition only it has to make the changes. So whenever you specify any condition, make sure that you are giving an unique. Now suppose instead of name, if I had given as combination, okay, if I am giving set register number as 103 where combination is equal to PCMC, or if I am giving the combination as PCMS, or let us take here as PCMC, and PCMC when I am giving, again it should be in single inverted because it's a varchar. Am I right? If I am giving as PCMC, then where all changes you can find. Okay, 101 will change as 1003. Sorry, 1001 will change to 1003. 1002 also will make changes to the 1003. It will change. Here it will not change. Why it will not change? Because what is the combination? Where condition I have given what? Wherever PCMC is there, then you make the changes to the column known as register number and make it as 1003. Understood? I didn't mention anything. I am mentioning where condition as PCMC. I am not mentioning any other condition. So based upon that, it will make the update command is used to make the changes in the table. So syntax and all, whenever there is a next topic, we'll be discussing about implementation of SQL command. There I'll be showing you the syntax. But just now, to make you understand how to use insert and update command, I'm just showing you the example so that you can understand data manipulation language, what kind of commands we are using. Moving on to the next one command, that is the delete command. Now delete from, okay, delete from table name I have to mention. Okay, delete from is again a keyword from table name where register number is equal to 1004, means whatever red combination, red color with the I have highlighted, this particular record will be deleted. Understood? That means this entire row will be deleted, just not 1004. Okay, what I'm telling, delete from student, where the register number is 1004 means this entire particular record will be deleted and this 1005 will be coming here. That means the number of records will be reduced once if I execute this delete command. As I said, delete command, it is used to delete the records from the table, where it allows you to delete the single record, or it also allows you to delete the entire contents of the table also. So these are the commands of the data manipulation language. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is the data control language. Data control language, under this we have two commands, that is the grant and revoke. As we have, I think in the previous video when I was discussing about the schema object, there I have discussed we have the permissions. If I have to give the permission to the user to insert, to update, okay, if I want to provide any permission, then by using a SQL command known as grant, we can provide it the permissions, or we can also say that in a terminology I can also say it as a privileges. So grant, it gives the users access to the privileges to the database. Okay, then revoke, it actually withdraws whatever the permissions or the privileges you are giving for the user to make any changes into the database. If I want to take it back, okay, then we are using the revoke command. It actually withdraws the access privileges given with the grant command. With the grant command, whatever privileges you have given to the user to make the changes, with the help of same revoke command, I can withdraw all those permissions or the privileges that you have granted to the particular user. Okay, these examples on grant and revoke, they are a little bit complex. So as and when we will start the SQL implementation commands, when I'll be discussing with the syntax, I'll explain about the grant and revoke. So just you need to understand here, whatever the privileges we are providing to the user, I can provide it by using grant. I withdraw those privileges by using the revoke command. Understood? Moving on to the last one, that is data query language, that is the select command. So select command, it is used to retrieve the records or the data from one or more tables. Understood? Suppose if I want particular record to be displayed from my table, let us consider this is the backend. This is how I have stored the data. Understood? So if I want to see the record, okay, if I want to see the record related to the Rajesh, then I have to use a query known as select star from student. This is a syntax. Select star. This star actually indicates that you have to select the record from all the contents of the table, just not one record. If there are 2 or 3 student names as Rajesh, then all those records should be displayed. Okay, so that is the reason I have to use the asterisk here. Usually we say it as asterisk. So select star from table name, I have to mention, that is my table name is student, where name is equal to Rajesh here. So here I have only one student name as Rajesh, but if I have 2 or 3 more students, then it will completely retrieve me all this records. Right now, because of this execution, only one student I have, only this one particular record will be given as answer to me. With this record, I'll be able to get the display. Understood? So select command is used to retrieve the record. So this particular record will be retrieved from the one or more tables. So this completes the data, that is the SQL commands. Now let us move on to the one more example I have here about select. Now here if I want to see only one record, then I can write the query as select star from student where name is equal to the particular, it might be any Suresh, Rakesh, Ramesh, Nikhil, any name you can specify. As the name is of worker, you have to give it in single quotes. Fine. Now if I want to see all the contents of my table, understood? So then select star from student. When I execute this query, this entire table will be displayed onto my output screen. Okay, star, I said star means what? It will retrieve all the records. Here also it will retrieve me all the records, but I have specified the condition here. If I haven't specified, if I want to specify any condition, I may have to use the clause known as where. If I haven't mentioned any condition here, just a simple, if I have written select star from student, the entire contents of the table will be displayed. Okay, so usually we say that select is used to retrieve the records or the data from tables. Understood? So this completes the SQL commands. Moving on to the next topic, that is the operators in SQL. How in C++ we are having the arithmetic operators, relational operators, bitwise and logical operators. Similarly, in the structured query language also we are having the operators. That is, we are having the, firstly we shall discuss about the arithmetic operators. Okay, so here arithmetic operators we are having, that is plus, minus. Okay, this is again a multiplication, division and modulus. Now let us consider the value of A holds to be the 10, the value of A to be 10 and the value of B to be as 20. Okay, now if I am using an operator as plus, it actually adds the value on the either side of the operator, that is A plus B will give me the answer as 30. A value is holding what? As 10, B is holding as 20. I know these operators are very simple, okay, but we have to just have a glance on these. Then we are having an operator as subtraction. It actually subtracts the right hand operator from the left hand operator. That is A minus B would give me as minus 10, because A is what it is having value as 10, B is holding 20. So 10 minus 20 I am doing. 10 minus 20 means obviously I will be getting an answer as, that is minus 10. Then we have a multiplication operator that multiplies the values on either side of the operator. So that is A into B, that is 10 into 20, that is idle A into B would give me as 200. Then division, it actually divides the left hand operand by the right hand operand, that is B divided by A. I am not doing as A divided by B, it will give me the value as 0 there. So if I have to give B divided by B, that means 20 by 10 I am doing. 20 by 10 would give me the answer as here as 2. Okay. Then we have the modulus operator. Modulus, we know that it gives me the remainder. Am I right? So it actually divides the left hand operand by the right hand operand and it actually returns what? The remainder. So if you observe here, B mod A, that is 20 divided by 10. If you completely divide, we are getting the answer there as remainder as 0. That is what here it is given as. B mod A would give me as 0, where B divided by A, division always give for me as the quotient. Okay, division gives me the answer to be as quotient, whereas the modulus operator, it is giving me the answer to be as the remainder. So these are the different types of arithmetic operators that we are using in the SQL. Like as before, in C programming also we have the arithmetic operators, okay, logical and relational. Here also in SQL also, in the furthermore topics we shall discuss about the logical operators. I'll be showing some examples related on logical operations so that you can clearly understand. There also we are discussing about and, or, not. Apart from that, we have some more commands to be, some more operators to be discussed. So I hope these concepts are clear to you, students. Go through the videos once again, and whatever the slides examples I have shown you, write it in one side, so that when I start with the SQL commands implementation, when I start with, and it's moreover related to your practical, so you can clearly understand syntax of insert command, update, delete, everything I'll be showing you through the slides. So please make a note of it. Do a separate notes only for the SQL chapter, because it is related to your practical also. Okay. Thank you, students. Take care of yourself. We will meet you in the next video with the furthermore concepts. Thank you.